Presidency School, Bangalore South. Today I am going to explain computer languages. Just imagine a world without language. What happens if you don't have a language? It becomes very difficult to communicate. So same thing, even if a computer doesn't have any language, we can't get any solution for a problem. So even for a computer, we need some language. Then this is it's a direct communication. If a person is talking that, it is a direct communication. And this is like a person when they are talking to, when the conversation or some communication is happening between a person and the system, then that is an indirect communication. So here, indirect communication, how it may be like emails or, this is how from one place to another place you are sending, and this is an indirect communication. And here there are some computer languages where it is used for the facts and for chatting, like a message, for everything, it is being used. Then next here you can just see, this is again I told you, it is a indirect communication. Then now take this problem actually. If a world is without any communication, that is, if there is no network, there is no internet, and there is no wireless technology, just think of what happens for the communication. I am talking about the indirect communication. So it becomes very difficult because we need a language and we need a network to just transmit the data from one computer to another computer. Then now, we know the machine understandable language is all binary digits. So it is like 0 and 1. So for this we need some translator like a compiler and interpreter which translate and allow human to interact with the computer. So a computer, I told you, it understands only binary language code. Then now we'll just see some languages. We are going to see high-level languages and low-level languages. So high-level languages are like English, and it is easy to understand and easy to write instructions. So it is very easy to understand. So here, for example, there is a piece of a snippet over here. So let A equal to 7, B equal to 10, C equal to 20. So here I am just assigning let A is equal to 7. So the value 7 is assigned to A and 10 is assigned to B and 20 is assigned to C. And finally I am just doing some calculation over here, D equal to A plus B plus C. So A value, B value and C value will be added and the value result is stored in the variable D, and we have to print D. So this is how it is a high level language. You can just see it is like English and it is easy to understand. And low level languages are very difficult to understand because it is like writing instructions in low level language also. It is a tedious job and instructions are computer specific. Then here you just see the generations of computer language. First generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation and the fifth generation language. We'll just see now one by one. The first generation will take. So first generation is only in binary digits. So it is 0 and 1 bit. So here 8 bits equal to 1 byte. Then we'll just come to the second generation language. So second generation language is like assembly language. It uses mnemonic codes actually. So this mnemonic code will be converted into the machine understandable language, that is a binary language. So for this mnemonic to be converted into binary language, we need a translator. That translator is the assembler. So assembler will translate the mnemonic code into the binary language. Then the third generation, I told you it is English and easy to understand. So you just see 5 is assigned to A and 10 is assigned to B and A plus B, the calculation is done and the result is stored in the variable C. And finally, I am just displaying the result C on the user screen. Then the third generation, I told you how it is easy to understand. So it is English I told you. So the source program should be converted into the machine understandable language. So source program is nothing a language which is used for this to write a program, and that will be converted into the machine language. So that is the object program. So for this conversion we need some translator. So it may be an interpreter or the compiler. So compiler in the sense it just it gives a the total number of errors, whereas the interpreter it just scans line by line and gives a error. Only when the first line of error is rectified, it goes to the second line. So now here fourth generation language. So fourth generation language is nothing actually. It is so here it is a power builder and it is easy to access, so less time and less cost. So we have seen the fourth generation language. Now let us see the fifth generation language. So you can just see fifth generation is nothing but the artificial intelligence, where computer is treated like a human brain. So this is the fifth generation language, and there are many languages like Prolog and Lisp are used for the fifth generation language. Even Mercury is being used. So like we have discussed here, like a different generation of languages and how